The following is a presentation of RMG Sports, award-winning championship television.
Coming up, the Marauders of Bishop Guilfoyle Catholic High School take on the defending Laurel Highlands Conference champion Richland Rams. RMG's game tape starts now. It's time for football in the Laurel Highlands, and buddy, are they ready? We're alongside of Mike Satoski. I'm Jared Romsberg. Fans, welcome to week one of the 2014 season of RMG's Game Tape. This segment, as always, is brought to you by our friends at Somerset Trust Company. Somerset Trust celebrating 125 years of serving our community. Learn more about Somerset Trust Company at somersettrust.com. The defending conference champion Richland Rams are decked out in their red jerseys. They won the toss. They elected to receive. So Ian Luther for Bishop Guilfoyle has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the 2014 season. Luther tees it up and off his toe, and we're playing football in Richland. Taken finally at about the 4-yard line by Colby Warshall, who's wrapped up almost immediately, taken down at about the 15, and that's where the Rams will start. 11, Johnny Kutchman starts at quarterback for the Rams in 2014. Takes the snap, looking far side, gets it out to Colby Warshall on the far side. He's across the 20, and finally drilled to the ground by 23, Aaron Yassalitis, gain of 5 on that one. Kutchman has trips high on 2nd down and 5 from the shotgun. Hands ball off to Dom Farina. Dominic Farina finds a nice hole and surges forward until he runs into a wall of Marauders. He needed 5 yards, he got 6, first down Richland. The ball rests on about the 27, maybe 28-yard line for Kutchman. 1st and 10, scrambles near side, does Kutchman. Looking downfield, throws it downfield, and he gets it to Ball. Ryan Ball, 6'5" junior, pulls it down, and that's going to be another first down for Richland. Richland moving the ball down the field against this number 2 ranked Bishop Guilfoyle team in the RMG Sports Power Poll. The give is to Dom Farina. Farina into the secondary. Here he goes. He's at the 30, the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, all the way to the house. Touchdown! Richland! Touchdown, Dom Farina. 51-yard run. And how's that for a way to start the 2014 season, Mike?
You know, nice blocking scheme, great play here against that big BG defensive line. Carson Bailey with a good block. You saw 53, Bloom with a great block. And then a little disco dance in there by Dom Farina. And the speedster Dom Farina scampering downfield. And how about the Rams opening things up?
Richland's going to go for 2. Kutchman, shuttle pass to Warshall. Warshall runs right into the arms of 55, Owen Wolf, who plants him down. Bishop Guilfoyle will start their opening drive of the 2014 season on the 38-yard line. Brandon Chadbourne, your starting quarterback, and he's going to grab it and run right up the middle. Tripped up by Killian Snopko. Chadbourne gains 7. 40, DJ Kitt lines up behind Chadbourne. 2nd down and 3 high for the Marauders. Chadbourne takes the snap. Scrambles far side, looks far side, throws far side, brought down by 17, Matt Gormley. Gormley breaks a tackle. He's at the 25, 20, down to the 15, down near the 10-yard line, finally dragged down from behind by Lenny Joy. But the Marauders are going to grab 43 yards. They're going to spot the ball at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. Chadbourne fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it. He's looking to get to the pylon. He hooks it at the 10, to the 5, and he's pushed out of bounds short of the goal line by 52, Anthony Moran. 2nd down and 3 from the 4-yard line. Power formation for the Marauders. A lot of big bodies in the backfield. Chadbourne gives it to McCloskey, who spins into the end zone. Touchdown! Bishop Guilfoyle! Touchdown, Sam McCloskey. 4-yard run, and the Marauders score on their opening drive as well, Mike.
Boy, Jerry, you nailed it. Big bodies, power formation. Look at DJ Kidd, great block. Lavati, great block on Colby Warshall. And I'll tell you what, McCloskey, the speedster, he just walks right into the end zone untouched. And this game is tied, and BG looking to take the lead on the PAT.
Putting the excitement back into the extra point. Josh Tribus in to attempt the extra point. Snap is good, hold is good, and the kick is up. And the kick is good. Bishop Guilfoyle takes a 1-point lead over Richland. Fans, this segment of Bishop Guilfoyle Marauder football is brought to you by Wolf Furniture. With 12 locations in Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Virginia, Wolf Furniture is the store people have trusted for over a century. Learn more at wolffurniture.com. After the touchback, the ball is placed on a 20-yard line. Colby Warshall and Lenny Joy in the backfield now, 1st and 10. The snap goes to Warshall. Warshall tries to power his way ahead, but he's slowed by a number of Marauders, including Nick Lerner. Johnny Kutchman steps back in at quarterback. Goes to hand the ball off to Farina. That looked like a broken play. Either way, DJ Kitt and Matt Gormley are there to usher Farina to the ground. Farina's going to lose 5 on that play. 3rd down and 12. The Rams spread things out 2 low, 1 high. Kutchman in the backfield, fakes the handoff, scrambles far side. Looking downfield, throwing downfield, and he gets it to Ryan Ball, who's pushed out of bounds way before the 1st down marker. This is going to bring up 4th down. So after the fair catch on the punt by Ball, the Marauders start on their 40-yard line. Chadbourne fakes the handoff, looks to throw it out to McCloskey, but they can't make the connection. That's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. 3rd down and 6. Evan Chadbourne comes into motion. Brandon Chadbourne, his brother, at quarterback. Chadbourne takes the snap. Huge hole on the far side. Here he goes downfield. He's at the 35. Swims through 1. Serves through 2. He's going to come to the 20. Swims through another tackle. He's across the 20 to the 15 with blockers to the 10. 5. All the way. Touchdown! Bishop Guilfoyle. Brandon Chadbourne, 56-yard touchdown run, and the Marauders extend their lead, Mike.
Here's a great replay of the Division 1A Villanova prospect. Dan Verhoefsik swooped out of the way. Ethan Dabbs, Brandon Chadbourne says, get out of here. Chadbourne using his blocks perfectly. Colby Warshall, get out of here. And now look, you have Gormley and McCloskey just plowing the way for him easily into the end zone. And I got to tell you, this BG offense, certainly quick strike capabilities, Jared, now up by a touchdown.
Rams are looking to respond. Bishop Guilfoyle putting 7 on the board very quickly. Johnny Kutchman in the quarterback gets his watch synchronized. 6:28 to play in the 1st quarter. 3 high, 1 low. Kutchman looking to run up the middle, and he's tripped up by Matt Gormley. No gain on the play. Costly holding penalty against the Rams. Moves them back another 10 yards. Kutchman hands the ball off to Lenny Joy. Joy tries to find some room on the far side, nothing doing. Owen Wolf had him at the line, and that's going to be a no gain on that play. 3rd down and 15 after Guilfoyle gives him 5 back on an offsides penalty. Kutchman has 2 high, 2 low. Dom Farina in the backfield with them. Kutchman has it tucked, looking to run on the far side, and he does. Tiptoes along the sideline, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down. He's only going to grab 9. Richland's going for it on 4th and 6. They're going to roll the dice here. Here comes Kutchman. Kutchman looking to throw. Now he has it tucked, and he's not going to make it because he's tripped up by Ian Luther short of the 1st down. A costly gamble is going to give the Marauders the ball back on the Richland 34-yard line. 1st down for the Marauders on the Richland 34. Here goes McCloskey in motion. Chadbourne gives the ball to DJ Kitt. Kitt throws on the brakes. He's across the 25, inside the 20, and down at the 17-yard line. Tripped up by Andrew Ludwig, but Kitt's going to grab 17 yards and a Marauder 1st down. The Marauders have 2 low, 1 high. McCloskey and DJ Kitt in the backfield for Brandon Chadbourne. Chadbourne flips the ball to McCloskey. McCloskey tests the far side. He surges forward right into the arms of Lenny Joy and 53 Nolan Bloom. He's going to pick up 5 on that run. 3rd down and 1 on the 7-yard line. Power formation once again for the Marauders. Chadbourne takes the snap, gives it to McCloskey. McCloskey runs almost untouched, straight into the end zone. Touchdown! Bishop Guilfoyle, Sam McCloskey make that an 8-yard run, and the Marauders extend their lead, Mike.
You know, Jared, I think we can talk all day about the fleet-footed running backs of BG. McCloskey quickly into the end zone, but I got to tell you, I think what we're seeing now is early on here in the 1st quarter is that the big bodies of that BG offensive line really starting to take control of the line of scrimmage. They made it look easy.
Josh Tribus steps in for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, but Tribus sends it off to the right, so Guilfoyle will hold on to a 14-point lead against Richland. This segment of football is brought to you by Bishop Guilfoyle Catholic High School, a safe, high-quality high school where students are encouraged to learn and grow as a whole person, body, mind, and spirit. Their belief of goodness, discipline, and knowledge are intertwined with fun, community, and accomplishment. Learn more at bishopguilfoyle.org. Down by 14, Johnny Kutchman brings the Rams to the line, takes the snap, throws it far side over the head of Colby Warshall, incomplete. Coverage by Sam Keating. The Marauder defense doing its job so far on this drive. 3rd down and 10. Kutchman spreads things out. Minute and a half to play in the first quarter. Kutchman looking to throw. Fires it far side. Brought in by Lenny Joy, who's greeted immediately by 28, Evan Chadbourne. Thrown out of bounds short of the first down. The short punt by Ball gives the Marauders great field position. That's Sam McCloskey under center. McCloskey back to pass, looking, throwing long ball downfield. That's Chadbourne. Brandon Chadbourne goes up into the stratosphere and brings it down. I'm in some kind of bizarro land here. That's backwards. That's usually Chadbourne's job to throw the long ball. He's on the other end of this one, Mike.
Oh my, Jerry, you're not in the land of bizarro. This is some of the high-powered offensive techniques and tactics that the Laurel Highlands is going to see this year. And this is just BG taking advantage of the athleticism of Brandon Chadbourne. McCloskey throwing it up, and Chadbourne going upstairs and getting it.
Marauders sticking with some razzle-dazzle. McCloskey stays in at quarterback. McCloskey fakes the option, heads straight up the middle, where he's hit by Nolan Bloom and Killian Snopko, but not until he grabs 9 yards and moves that ball closer to the goal line for the Marauders. We switch directions here in the second quarter. Brandon Chadbourne steps back in at quarterback with the spread offense. Chadbourne, far side, throws it back towards the middle to Gormley, who strolls into the end zone. Touchdown! Bishop Guilfoyle! Touchdown, Matt Gormley. 14-yard pass from Brandon Chadbourne, and the Marauders are starting to run away with this one, Mike.
Just as it drawn up on the chalkboard, Jared. Gormley, all by himself. This young, inexperienced, underclassman-laden Richland defense looks really confused right now.
To say the fans here at Herlinger Field are stunned is an understatement. The defending conference champions are down 20 points in the second quarter of this game. Kutchman hands the ball off to Dom Farina. Farina tries the far side, runs into a lot of static, and the ball comes loose. The ball is loose, the ball's on the ground, and here's Evan Chadbourne who has it, and they say the ball goes back to the Marauders. A costly mistake in their own end again, Mike.
Boy, Jared, as we watch the replay, I got to tell you, this is all about the defensive line surge. Poor Dom Farina is just engulfed by Marauders everywhere. I think that was Chadbourne. Well, there he is with the recovery. I think he caused the fumble.
Bishop Guilfoyle takes over, 1st and 10 on the Richland 26. Chadbourne back, loops one over the middle for McCloskey. No, it's off his fingertips. Andrew Ludwig was there on the coverage. Marauders line up in their power formation. 2nd down and 10 to give us to McCloskey. McCloskey weaving his way through traffic, and he's hit and taken down at the 16-yard line. He needed 10 yards for a first down, and he got him. First down, BG. The ball rests on the 11-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Power formation again for the Marauders. Chadbourne fakes the handoff. He's got it tucked. He's going to deliver the mail himself. He's at the 5. Pushes his way to the end zone. Touchdown! Bishop Guilfoyle. Brandon Chadbourne. 11 yards and 6 more for BG, Mike.
Well, the Marauders, Jared, again taking full advantage of the short field and nothing but athleticism here. Brandon Chadbourne, student body left, runs right over Snopko and Dabbs. The Marauders on the board again.
Bishop Guilfoyle has scored 32 unanswered points against the Richland Rams. Luther sends it downfield. Dom Farina waits at about the 12. He takes it across the 15, 20, throws it into gear, 25, bounce off tackler at the 30, 35, tries to cut back upfield, and he's run out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Let's see if the Rams can do something with this good field position. Fans, this segment of football is brought to you by RE/MAX Team Realtors in Johnstown. Whether you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Johnstown region, you need to visit johnstownpahomes.com. RE/MAX Team Realtors, outstanding agents, outstanding results. 2nd down and 10 for the Rams as they continue to struggle to find a way to get through this BG defense. Handoff goes to Farina. Farina ripped down in the backfield by 54, Ian Luther. Farina's going to be dropped for a 2-yard loss. 3rd down and 12, trips low. There goes Warshall in motion. Kutchman in the shotgun. He's back, setting up the screen, gets it out to Farina. Farina has to deal with some missed blocks. Farina spun down at about the 46-yard line. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup. 4th down and 3 in their own end. Richland's going to go for it. Kutchman scrambling far side, looking downfield, throwing downfield, and it's broken up by Evan Chadbourne. Kutchman tried to thread the needle in triple coverage, but nothing doing. The sophomore Chadbourne was there. First down, BG. 1st and 10 on the Richland 45. Matt Gormley in at quarterback. He's slinging it. Long ball downfield looking for Chadbourne. Oh, he catches it, but he's way out of bounds. But more razzle-dazzle from the Marauder offense. Third down and 9. The Marauders spread things out. Brandon Chadbourne gets back under center. 3 high, 1 low. DJ Kitt in the backfield. Slings it downfield. Does Chadbourne looking for his brother, Evan Chadbourne. Incomplete. Coverage by Warshall. Fourth down and 9. Evan Chadbourne comes in to punt. Good snap. And he gets it away. Colby Warshall waits for it at about the 5. Here he comes to the 10. Throws a nice move at the 10. Here he goes. He's got a lane. He's at 25 and to the 30 where he's pushed out of bounds by Matt Gormley. But that's a 27-yard return. Let's see what Richland can do. Second down and 10, 7:19 to play in the first half. Joy and Farina join Kutchman in the backfield. Kutchman back, looking for Joy on the screen. Joy stutter steps at the 30, 35, pushed out of bounds near the 40 by Chadbourne and Keating. That's a 9-yard pickup. Third down and a long one for Richland. Kutchman fakes the give to Farina, tries to move upfield, and he's hit by Ian Luther, solidly put down. But they're saying Kutchman moved far enough for a first down. Second down and 6 as Richland trying to keep matriculating the ball down the field. Kutchman in the shotgun gives the ball off to Warshall. Warshall cuts back up to the inside. He's across the 45 and down near the 42. That's going to be about a 12-yard pickup and a Richland first down. First and 10, similar formation for the Rams. Kutchman in the shotgun, looking to throw, flips it over the middle, gets it to Lenny Joy. Joy throws his shoulder, but he's tripped up by Brandon Chadbourne. But Joy's going to be taken down at about the 24-yard line. That's an 18-yard pickup. First and 10 on the 24. Johnny Kutchman has it, looking downfield to throw. Now he has a tuck. He's across the 20 to the 15 and slides down at about the 14-yard line. That's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. 2 high, 1 low. Farina in the backfield. Here comes Warshall in motion. Fakes a give to Warshall. Gives the ball to Dom Farina. Farina throws some moves. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown! Richland! Dominic Farina from 11 yards out, and Richland's on the board again, Mike.
Dom Farina using his blocking perfectly. And then we talked about athleticism this whole first half, Jared. Great move, breaking tackles, faking Brandon Chadbourne out. And you know what, Jared? The Rams not ready to throw in the towel, not just yet.
High school and college football coaches, you think it's time to get some new radios for your staff? Well, HC Global has got you covered. Visit footballcoachheadsets.com. And when you do, be sure to ask for the RMG Sports discount at footballcoachheadsets.com. Richland Sean Gindelsberger has it teed up, ready to send it back down to the Marauders. It's a low kick taken by Evan. Well, it goes through Evan Chadbourne's feet, and it's taken by his brother, Brandon Chadbourne, who's taken down immediately by Dan Verhovsik. Big special teams play for Richland. Nice run by Chadbourne. Makes it first and 10 on about the 35. The give is to Kitt, and he's hit immediately by Killian Snopko. Puts him down. Loss of 3. Second down and 13. Chadbourne takes a high snap. He's got it tucked. He's looking to run. Here comes. Oh, he dropped the ball. The ball's on the ground. Still on the ground. And a white jersey's on top of it. It's going to stay. Marauder ball. Richland takes over with decent field position after the Guilfoyle drive stalled. First and 10 on the BG 44. Kutchman gets him set. He's got a tight formation. Lenny Joy's up high. Kutchman back to throw. Gets it to Warshall. Warshall stretches it out near midfield. Taken out of bounds by Sam Keating. Third down and 5. Richland trying desperately to get into BG territory. Kutchman from the shotgun. Looking far side. Has it tucked. Sees a hole, but it closes quickly as Matt Gormley trips the quarterback up. He's going to be well short of the first down. So another fourth down gamble by the Richland Rams backfires. BG starts at midfield. Chadbourne fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, weaves his way through traffic, and stretches out. He's going to have about 11 yards on that, and another Marauder first down. First and 10 on the 39. Here comes McCluskey in motion, and he gets the ball. Trying to do something on the near side. Throws a move in a stiff arm. He's got a lane. He's at the 25, 20, 15, 10. Throws a move. Oh, the ball's on the ground. The ball's on the ground. Oh, and Johnny on the spot. Dakota Leamer grabs that ball. He's definitely the hero of the play, Mike.
Boy, McCloskey setting Farina up for a move to cut to the inside, but Farina getting a big mid in there, causing a fumble, but Andrew Berger able to keep the drive alive.
Second down and goal, power formation for the Marauders, looking to add 6 more as the clock ticks down here in the first half. Chadbourne gets it, moves forward. Did he break the plane? They say he did. Touchdown, Bishop Guilfoyle. Brandon Chadbourne, 1-yard run, 6 more points for the Marauders, and they extend their lead over the Rams. Richland is now down by 28 points in the first half. Unheard of here in Ram country. Kutchman in the shotgun, spreading things out, 20 seconds to play in the first half. Kutchman back, looking to throw, runs out of time, and he's thrown to the ground by 68. Andrew Berger, the senior, puts him down for a loss of 6 as the clock continues to run. 4 ticks left on the clock here in the first half. Colby Warshall steps in a quarterback, Farina in motion. Warshall fakes the handoff, and he's going to try to run, and he runs right into Owen Wolf and a couple of his friends who put him down as the clock hits 0 and the first half ends here in Richland. Fans, welcome to the second half where Richland certainly has their work cut out for them. Sean Gindelsberger has it teed up, ready to send it down to the Marauders where Brandon Chadbourne waits at the 5, across the 10, 15, 20. Rides the 20 to the 25 and tripped up at about the 30 by Brady Thomas, but that's a 25-yard return by Chadbourne. Hey fans, RMG's Game Tape is a great place to advertise your business's message. In addition to broadcast cable and satellite TV, this show is seen on demand on phones, tablets, and computers, and the ads are seen in the shows forever. Learn more at rmgsports.net. Second down and 13 for the Marauders. There goes Gormley in motion. Chadbourne has it, keeps it. He's going to try to run with it. He runs right into Lenny Joy. Lenny Joy puts him down for a gain of 0 on the play. Third down and 13. The Marauders spread things out with 3 high. Chadbourne fakes the handoff. Back to pass, throws it across the middle, and gets it to 82 Nick Miller, who's just a yard shy of the first down. Fourth down and 1. Well, there's some movement on the line. No contact. He got back. The give is to McCluskey. McCluskey has the first down, and he's going to get some more. He's across the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Oh, they're saying he stepped out of bounds. They're marking it at the 17-yard line. Power formation for the Marauders again. Second down and 6. Chadbourne awaits the snap. Takes it, gives it to McCluskey. McCluskey straight up the gut. Grabbed and dropped short of the goal line by 52, Anthony Moran. First and goal. Evan Chadbourne goes into motion. Brandon Chadbourne awaits the snap, takes it, flips it out to McCluskey. McCluskey goes into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Bishop Guilfoyle. The senior, Sam McCluskey, into the end zone again. 6 more for BG, Mike.
This BG offensive line, offensive blocking scheme really wearing Richland down, Jared. Look at that. DJ Kitt, Andrew Berger, Anthony Lavati. Evan Chadbourne was out there throwing a block.
Fans, I can't remember when the last time we said that the running clock was applied to the Richland Rams to help us get through this game. Down 47-12 here in the third quarter. Kutchman gets it out, gets it to Ludwig. Ludwig tries to make a move at the 25, but he's wrapped up by Owen Wolf and Sam Keating. Gain of 6. Third down and 4. Richland has to get to the 30-yard line. Kutchman sends Farina in motion. Kutchman follows Farina around the near side. Kutchman to the 30, and he's knocked out of bounds, a little late. There's a flag that comes in. They're going to tack some more on. He had the first down, but he's certainly going to have it now with the impending personal foul call coming up. Second down and 11. Kutchman has 3 high. Farina in the backfield with him. Kutchman gets it out to Warshall. Warshall throws a move and moves across midfield. He's going to have 6. Taken down by Ian Luther. Fourth down and 1, of course. Richland going to go for it, trying desperately to get some points on the board. Kutchman gets it out to Lenny Joy. Joy tripped up and brought down short of the first down by the senior, 54, Ian Luther. The ball goes back to BG. First and 10, here comes Gormley in motion. Chadbourne hands off, and he's brought down immediately by Ethan Dabbs, and the ball comes loose. McCluskey lost the ball, but they're saying he was down by contact. So the run by Chadbourne gets him close, but not quite enough. Third down and 1, power formation. Handoff goes to McCluskey. Here comes Sam McCluskey once again, straight up the gut, down to the 33-yard line. Another BG first down. This segment of football is brought to you by the Tribune Democrat. For great high school sports coverage from Cambria and Somerset counties, game previews, stats, picks, read the Tribune Democrat. Be sure to grab Saturday's special football edition. To subscribe, call 532-5000 or visit tribdem.com. McCluskey gets the handoff. Look at him, juking to jive, and he's at the 20, to the 15, 10, 5, all the way. Touchdown! Bishop Guilfoyle. Sam McCluskey continues to amaze everyone at Herlinger Field. Another 6 points for the senior running back, Mike.
Juking and jiving, Jared. Are you kidding? That's the understatement. Look at the little shake and bake right there on Dom Farina. Colby Warshaw, little shake and bake, and then he's gone. This kid's got speed, he's got power, and I'll tell you what, this BG offense, extremely impressive opening night.
The score is now 54-12. Let's see if Richland can do something on this drive. Short kick taken at about the 30. Well, it's bobbled. The ball is loose. Ball is still on the ground. And we're going to have to wait and see what the call is. Both color jerseys are there, and the ball stays with Richland. Head coach Brandon Bailey for Richland having insult added to injury. A 5-yard false start penalty against the Rams moves them back. They spread things out 1st and 15. Kutchman from the shotgun looking to throw, and he does. Gets it out to the far side, but it's off the hands of Brady Thomas. Coverage by Andrew Irwin. Fans mercifully welcome to the 4th quarter. 2nd down and 15 for Richland. The ball goes to Verhovsik. Dan Verhovsik tries the middle. Nothing doing. He'll come out from under the pile with a gain of 3 yards. 3rd down and 12. Richland spreading things out again, trying to move down the field. Kutchman back to pass, throws across the middle, picked off by Ian Luther. Luther now struggling to move down the field, and he gets taken down at about the 27-yard line. Another costly turnover gives the ball back to the Marauders. 1st and 10 BG. Sophomore Josh Tribus, your quarterback now for Bishop Guilfoyle. 2nd down and 2. Tribus hands the ball off to Irwin. Andrew Irwin trying to find someone on the near side, and he does. He's to the 10, to the 5, stretches out, hits the pylon, waiting for a call. They're saying he was out of bounds at the 1-yard line, but are we delaying the inevitable? I formation on 1st and goal. Tribus under center gives the ball to Irwin. Irwin shoves his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bishop Guilfoyle. The underclassman getting some points as a sophomore. Andrew Irwin pushes his way in and makes the score 60-12. A lot of underclassmen getting some playing time on both sides of the ball now. 5, Tim Rubel, a sophomore, steps in at quarterback for Richland. Good training environment now. Rubel hands the ball off to 34. That's Logan Bowser, who's taken down at the line. Minimal gain, in fact, 0 yards. 2nd down and 10. Rubel in the shotgun. Bowser right next door, fakes the give. Rubel now in trouble. Here comes some heat, and down he goes. Daniel Ramsey and Kyle Green are there to record the sack. Bishop Guilfoyle takes over on the Richland 43-yard line. 5, Mark Conrad, a freshman, steps in at quarterback. 6 minutes to play here in the game. In a blowout in Richland. Conrad under center, 2 in the backfield, 2 out wide. Conrad hands the ball off. That's Josh Yasalitis. Yasalitis surges ahead and picks up 3 yards. Too many men on the field. Penalty moves the ball back 5 yards. 2nd down and 12 for BG. The give is to 34. That's David Pleva. Pleva tries to plow his way forward, and he does. They're going to give him 2 yards. 4th down and 7. Both teams just trying to get through this game. Conrad under center, I formation. Conrad fakes the give. He's got some room on the far side. Turns the quarter at the 40. He's at the 35, but he runs out of bounds, shy of the 1st down. 2nd down and 13 for Richland. Tim Rubel, your quarterback. He has 3 down low. Rubel scrambles near side, throws downfield, overthrows, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Josh Tribus. Tribus down inside the 25-yard line. Another turnover gives the ball back to BG. 2nd down and 15 for the Marauders. Conrad under center again. Gives the ball to Yasalitis. Yasalitis tries the far side, tries a foot race, and he runs out of room, taken out of bounds by Brady Thomas, but there's a holding call coming. Conrad steps under center one more time. The clock is running. Victory formation. Takes a knee, and let the healing begin in Richland because they're celebrating in Altoona. Bishop Guilfoyle takes it to Richland, 61-12. Fans, a reminder, you can watch this game on demand, get DVDs, advertising information, and so much more at rmgsports.net. Next week, we head up north to Patton to see the Crushers take on the Highlanders. For Mike Satoski and the entire RMG Sports crew, I'm Jared Romsberg. We'll see you next week in Patton on RMG's Game Tape.